victory. Fuck it. Let's get it started. Victory Monday. Victory Monday. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just started.
Let's get it.
At the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people got a soul, I'm putting that on the Lord.
Victory Monday. Taking callers, let's get it.
Gotta be real big.
603-1476, 931-603-1476. Taking callers. Let's get it, man. Victory Monday. Let's get it.
Anybody ever did, the odds is real big. Job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 wrists. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big. Foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. I gotta do it big. I
gotta do it big.
I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big, that's the only way to live. Gotta do it big. I gotta do it big.
Gotta do it big.
Gotta do it big. Gotta do it big. That's the only way to live. Come on.
The Sports Section Morning Show.
Now you heard it, be Will. I know you heard it, be
The
Will.
Sports Section Morning Show.
TFTV Sports.
All right, welcome to the Sports Section Morning Show. It's Monday, September 18th, fresh off the heels of a Titans victory, man. Titans victory over the LA Chargers. What a game that was. What a game that was. I can't say I was the most optimistic going into the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had some injuries at corner. We missing our starting left guard. I really wasn't the most optimistic, but I was still hoping and half-ass expecting a win from the Tennessee Titans. I knew it would have to be a slugfest, a dirty game. One of them games where Henry and Spears would combine for 40 carries. 35 carries. It was gonna be one of them games. It had to be for us to win. And let me pull up the stats. Let me see how many carries Henry had in the game. He had to. So here's the thing. With the way and the way the game was being played and the opponent we had with Justin Herbert, the man was going to throw the ball 60 times a game. They got 3 bona fide receivers that were cooking us at times, and other times we was holding our own. Very proud of the secondary. You've got to run the ball and keep them off the field. You got to keep them off the field. And we did that pretty decent. Pretty decent, I ain't going to lie. So in the 25 carries against LA, it was going to be one of them games. 80 yards, only 3.2 yards per carry. Did have a touchdown. Man, Henry, we know this is Henry in September. I'm not worried about Henry. We know he starts off a little slow in September. That 80 yards and keeping the clock moving, running hard, getting his first down after first down, that's more important than the big 150-yard game numbers right now. It really, them big 150-yard games, if we're winning, I don't give a damn. I don't care to see that, to be honest. I'd rather this be a little more dynamic. We beat a couple. We just need to show the run between Spears and Henry. We just got to show the run and show them that it's there and that you still got to account for it, and you better account for it, or we're gonna tear you up. Because if we can't show that run, then we can't do any of what we did yesterday with the play action pass. Big shot to Burks, big shot to Moore, Chig across the middle a couple times. Hopkins is a big rollout onto the right. Hopkins on a little look like a 10, 12, 15 yard out. Those are not opened up without us showing the run game between Spears and Henry, showing them that you have to account for that. You better account for it, and you better keep 6-7 guys in the box, or we're just gonna run the ball every time. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed the play calling by Tim Kelly. I love how he's spreading the offense out. giving us some more lanes. I think that really helps Spears more so than Henry. But Spears looks like a back. A back. I mean, he's impressed me every single time he's touched the ball from preseason to regular season. He's impressed me. Just his ability to, just how agile he is, his quickness, some of the quickest jump cuts I've seen in a Titans uniform since Chris Johnson. I ain't gonna lie. You got to think, since Chris Johnson's been Bishop Sankey, DeMarco Murray wasn't quick when he got to us. Henry, that's not the type of back that he is with the jump cuts. He's one of the quickest lateral backs we've had since Chris Johnson. I mean, that's not saying too much. That's just going off the caliber of backs we have and the type of backs we have. We haven't necessarily had no quick back like that that's dynamic since CJ2K. I'm not saying he's going to reach the heights of CJ2K, but his lateral quickness reminds me a little bit of CJ2K. Really impressed with Tajay Spears, and I'm really impressed with Ryan Tannehill. I've been one of his biggest critics. Obviously, even during the game, I was a really big critic of his in that first half. He looked absolutely horrific. The offensive line looked horrific that first half. And, of course, Tannehill looked horrific with it. But, that second half, I hope it was just, getting Tannehill. He needed to get a game and a half of reps in before he gets back to Air Tanny. But that second half is the Tannehill that we've got to see week in, week out. If we see that Tannehill that we saw in the second half, we're going to win a lot of ball games. We are. No cutting around it. We're going to win a lot of ball games if we see that Tannehill in the second half throughout the rest of the year. Hopefully, when we go up against Cincinnati in 2 weeks, Joe Burrow is nursing that calf injury that he tweaked. So hopefully he gets some much needed rest for 2 weeks, just so we can have a good chance against Cincinnati, because they're going to be hungry when they come to Tennessee. They started off 0-2. They lost again to Baltimore yesterday. Lamar did his thing. Shout out LJ. But another thing about the Titans, the defense, exceptional. Held up well against one of the most dynamic and most just talented offenses that we're going to face all year. That's one of the most talented offenses we'll face all year. We held them to 24 points. If we hold them to 24 points, we should be able to win them ball games. We got to. We got to find a way to win them ball games if we hold them to 24 points. If we hold them to anything under 24 points, we have to win the ball game. Have to. I understand, scoring over 24 is a little tough with our offense, but we ain't even hitting on all cylinders right now, and we put up 27. That is indicative of Tim Kelly. I keep wanting to say Todd Downing. I'm just scarred, PTSD with Todd Downing. But that's indicative of Tim Kelly. We ain't even got firing yet. We looked good yesterday, but you could tell there was still a little. We ain't really in our mojo yet. We ain't even got firing yet, and we threw up 27 points against a decent Chargers defense. That Chargers defense ain't no slouch. They got some dogs over there. Derwin James. They got that linebacker number 9 that put a lick on Henry. They got some dogs over there. Bosa played 10 snaps, had 2 sacks and a 2 tackle for loss or something like that. Something crazy. Khalil Mack on the other end. That is a good Chargers defense. Whether they perform like they're supposed to or not, they've got talent on there. And we put up 27 points on that Chargers defense and held the Chargers offense, one of the best in the league, to 24 points. That's commendable. Both sides of the ball, complimentary football, both coaching staffs on both sides of the ball. Complimentary football is what Vrabel preaches. Yesterday is a typical Vrabel game. I'd like us to, and this might be me asking too much, I'd like us to not have to go through the cardiac shit every single game, but at the end of the day, if we win, fuck it, that's the Titans, man. That's just who we are as a team and who we've been as a franchise for damn near history. It's either we're really bad or we're winning like this, 10 times a year. And it's just hard on you, man. It's just hard on you. But excellent job by the Titans. Skoronski, he apparently has appendicitis. So he had surgery to take out his appendix, I'm assuming. Not sure how long he's going to be out. That's going to be a big loss because they brought Newman in, the undrafted rookie. Well, he's an undrafted second-year guy now. But he got hooked after two series, and they brought Radins in. So we've got a hole at left guard, of course, without Skoronski. I'm still a little worried about Dillard, man. That the playbook is out on him. You just got to bull rush his ass. And if you bull rush them early, that opens up the playbook for the DNs for the rest of the game. They can hit them with the spin move. They can hit them with the little rip. You know, I'm really worried about Andre Dillard. I ain't gonna lie to you, because Tannehill is still. You would think he thinks that Daly's back there. I ain't gonna lie. You can tell by the way he's jittery and shit. He still thinks Daly's back there. He ain't really got the confidence in that offensive line yet. And I can't say I do yet neither. But they came along in the second half, and you know we just got to continue to improve and not just play one half of football. We just got to continue to improve. Another issue, and I'm not trying to be negative with them. But I'm just trying to get this all out of the way. The penalties. Wesco, between Wesco and Wiley, I want to say Wiley. That's like 2 or 3 pre-snap penalties between the two of them in 2 games. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. You know what? I understand you in a new system. I understand Wiley's a rookie. But come on, man. Pre-snap penalties are killing us. Gets us from behind the snaps, behind the sticks, from the get-go. And it's not just them two, it's others too. But pre-snap penalties are looking like they've got to get cleaned up. Vrabel's got to clean that up, and I know he's working to clean it up. That's something he really harps on. So I'm worried about it, but I know it's going to get taken care of. I just need it taken care of soon, ASAP, like next week, taken care of. But that's on Vrabel's radar. I know it is. They got to clean that shit up because that's beating us. That's making it even harder on us, you know. So Tannehill threw for 240. Henry ran for 80. I think Hop was 4 for 40. Burks had a big catch. Moore had a big catch. The offense, and I try to tell y'all don't want to respect my man, wide receiver 1, Nick Westbrook-Akina. When Tannehill gets in trouble, look, he ain't looking at the guy getting paid $12 million. He ain't looking at the former first-round pick. He ain't looking at the tight end with all the hype and Chig. He looking for Westbrook-Akina every time. When Tannehill get in trouble, he looking for wide receiver 1, NWI, every time. My boy got a touchdown yesterday. He played great. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, wide receiver 1, Nick Westbrook-Akina, he always finds a way. Y'all, his resiliency's got to be commended more than anything. This guy's resilient as hell. He got cut. We didn't re-sign him last year. Nobody else in the league offered any money that we was going to offer. We signed him back, and he's back starting, back playing, getting a lion's share of the snaps, getting a lion's share of the targets. Westbrook-Akina, man, shout out to you for just the resiliency and hard work alone. That's why I fuck with Westbrook-Akina, man. Hard working, resilient, and he's at the right place at the right time all the time. He's always where he needs to be. You got to respect Westbrook-Akina, man. Put some respect on his name. All right. Titans. Anything else on the Titans that I could think of defensively? Oh, yeah, defensively. My God, I was just talking about offense. Defensively, Big Jeff. That's what you pay the money for. You know, that's why you pay the big bucks for them interior O-line, them interior D linemen that's tearing up them guards and centers, lining up all the way across the D line. If he really wanted to, he could. Honestly, we really could, but we just line him up inside. I think he's got 2-3 sacks through 2 games so far. He's doing his thing, affecting, and that's just the sacks that's showing up on the stat sheet. He's affecting the offensive line every play, allowing Autry, allowing Landry, allowing Arden Key and Weaver, allowing them to really be freed up because all the attention's inside on Simmons. He's the glue, and everybody knows this, but he's the glue for the whole defense. Fuck the D-line. He's the glue for the whole defense. You know, and that just shows why they pay him, and 2, why he's so highly thought of in the building. He plays his heart out. He plays 100% every play. He's got a motor. He's got a motor like an undrafted guy, but he's got the talent of damn near a Hall of Famer. You know, that's why you pay a guy like Jeffrey Simmons. That's why you do it. That's why. You know, he's really important to this team, and as good as that defensive line is, that only helps the secondary. You know, we didn't have no bona fide corners out there yesterday. If you think Murphy Bunton, he's been playing really well. Molden played extremely well. Trey Avery played well for Trey Avery. You know, he had tough matchups all day and stood his own. And then of course we had Byard back there. Byard is really the only bona fide guy back there. You know, the other guys are talented, don't get me wrong. But you can't say as a Titans fan you ain't worried when you see them other guys trotting out there. Maybe absent of Murphy Button, but if you see Molden trotting out there, you see Avery trotting out there, you're a little worried. I ain't gonna lie. But they played extremely well. I'm very, very happy with Elijah Molden. Throughout the preseason, throughout this year, we just, knock on wood, need him to stay healthy. Elijah Molden, just how cerebral he is as a football player, you can see it. He sees the game. Not even two plays. He sees it 2-3 seconds before things happen. He's there. He's flying to the ball. He accompanies that cerebralness with, that fearlessness of flying at the ball and putting a hat on somebody. They both complement each other really well with Molden, and that's why he's such a good football player. He might not be the best safety or the best corner on the team, but he's up there with one of the best football players on the team. Elijah Molden is. Good football player. We need more of that. Every team needs good football players, not just good corners, good receivers, good running backs. You need good football players. Your Autreys, your Moldens. These are just bona fide football guys that play football. Guys that just play fucking football. That's what you need. And Molden really showed up. Showed up yesterday, was physical, was flying around. Good shit on Molden, man. Avery, always where he needed to be. They had a blown coverage at the end zone for, I don't know if that was the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. They had a little blown coverage, a little miscommunication there. But, hey, that happens, I just need Avery to continue to do what he's doing, be good in run support as he was, and just be close to guys when they get the ball thrown to him and trying to make a play. That's what Avery's going to give you. He's really improved over the last 2 years. I remember when he first came on, skeptical of him a little bit. Had a couple bad runouts, but he's improved every single game. Trey Avery, Molden, great job by them. Exceptional job by Trey Avery and Molden, man. I'm really happy with that secondary yesterday because going against Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, I know they did their thing, but our defense is not the type of defense that's going to be so all-out aggressive from the 20 to the 20, if that makes sense. So if y'all are watching, when y'all watch the Titans, pay attention to this. So the Titans defense from the 20 to 20, I'm not saying they're just giving up third downs or anything, but they're not as aggressive. It's with play calling. It's with even, jumping routes and shit like that. Just watch the Titans defense from the 20 to the 20. But when they get into the red zone, when that offense gets into the red zone, watch how different that defense the Titans defense looks and how they flip a switch when they get in the red zone. They tighten everything down. They're jumping routes. They're doing they're jumping routes. They're playing more press coverage. They're in your face. They're taking the game to the offense. And from the 20 to the 20, in the mediocre, I can just say from the 20-yard line to the other 20-yard line, they're playing more cushion. They're letting everything happen in front of them. A little more conservative. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if this defense is going to be on the field for a lot of the game. Our offense ain't prone to always be clicking. The defense is going to be on the field for quite a bit of the game unless we're running the ball well with Henry or we're scoring a lot of points. We saw the same thing in New Orleans. But that's what playing that cushion sort of defense from the 20 helped, from 20 to the 20, it's a fucking tongue twister. 20 to the 20 helps out a lot, and then when you get to that red zone, that's when you lock things down. They did that extremely well. Keenan Allen had like 160, I think. Mike Williams had 80. These guys, they did their thing, but when they got to the red zone, it was lockdown from there. And that's what matters, holding these high-scoring offenses to field goals. If you can hold them to field goals, our offense can come along and match them with touchdowns when we need to. That's a great job by the Titans defense. Shout out to Shane Bowen. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. Great job by the Titans yesterday. And, looking forward, I'll touch on more on this on Friday's show. But looking forward, man, we got Cleveland next week at Cleveland. Going to be a very tough game. Myles Garrett and them boys, I seen a video of Myles Garrett doing a Euro step on the center and demoralizing them. So I don't need to see that. So we gotta find Myles Garrett, and they know this. We gotta find Myles Garrett, put a hat on him, whether we chipping him, whether we keeping an extra guy in, or double teaming him with the guard in the center. We gotta find Myles Garrett every play. And I don't know, is Clowney back on the Browns chat? Y'all let me know, or y'all let me know in the comments when the video's up on YouTube. Is Clowney back with Cleveland? If so, it's a revenge game for Jadeveon Clowney, man. It's for us on Clowney, not the other way around. For us on Clowney, revenge game. That's what it is. So, Deshaun Watson gotta contain him. Chubb, I'll be honest with you, Chubb one of the best backs in the league, but I'm not worried about Chubb, bro. I'm not worried about Chubb. They lost Conklin, their starting right tackle. They did well. I think they played tonight. So they lost Conklin without their starting right tackle. And nobody runs the ball on us. It's getting to the point where they don't even, I know it was the Chargers, they stopped trying. But, the Saints didn't run the ball well on us. They got 5 running backs. Nobody could get a sniff. Chargers couldn't run the ball on us. They had one big run for about 10 yards, and that was it. That was it. Nothing. So I don't see the Cleveland Browns being able to run the ball on us as much as they think they can, or as much as they have against the other opponents. I think they'll beat the shit out of Pittsburgh tonight. I ain't gonna lie. But they're not going to be able to run the ball on us like that. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. So, that front that we have with Simmons, Autry, Landry, Arden Key, and Aziz flying around, and Gibbons, you're just not going to run on that front 7. Front 4, front 6, whatever. If we're in nickel, if we got 5 down linemen, you're not running on that front. You're just not doing it. That's something that Vrabel's instilled in that defense, that if we're going to get beat, it's not going to be from them running the ball. And they embody that, and they show that on the field every single game. So I don't see Chubb beating us like that. And it's going to put the ball in Watson's hands. Cooper's been hurt. So Cooper is going to miss this game. We'll see if Cooper's back for the game against us. It's going to be a short week for them. So if Cooper's out and Elijah Moore is their only receiver, I know they got the tight end. I forget the tight end's name. Nkoku. I think it's Nkoku or some shit like that. I apologize, I mispronounced his name. But they got him and they got Elijah Moore. So, that Cleveland, if Cooper's not healthy, I like the Titans even more than I already like the Titans. I ain't going to lie to you. Because Chubb's not finna run the ball like that on us. It's just not happening. It's not finna happen. All right, enough NFL. Deion, Coach Prime. He said it's personal, and it was personal, that game. What a game that was. What a game that was. Deion, Coach Prime. Travis Hunter gets knocked out the game. I hate it for him, to be honest, because they said it was personal. Colorado State took it as if it was personal. They put a little hit on Travis Hunter on the sideline. The debate going around saying it was a dirty hit or no. For me, man, that's football. And I was talking to One Take on the way to Nashville yesterday about it. And look, this is football. And as much as they can try and, legislate and change narratives, change rules, that's football at its core. A rivalry game, a guy been talking shit all week, and I love college. Y'all know I'm down. I'm riding with Prime. I got the glasses. I'm finna buy a hoodie. I'm finna buy a Shador Sanders jersey. I'm riding with Prime in them. I am, I swear. But that's what comes with it. You gonna talk shit all week. You gonna get hit. It might be a little late. You gonna get hit on Saturdays or Sundays. It's gonna happen. Fridays, whatever. High school, college, NFL. You got another team talking shit during the week. Expect for that type of play to be happening. Expect for it to be happening. That's just the way it is. That's what comes with the game. That's what football is. That's the beauty of football. That's why people love football. It's a physical, barbaric game. People love that shit. That's what it is. I hate that it was Travis Hunter. I hate that he's going to be out for a couple weeks. But that's football. You go get their biggest dog on the other side, on the other team, you put a helmet on him. And he didn't even put a helmet on him. He put a shoulder pad in his gut. A clean hit-wise, but the timing of it was fucked up. But, that's what people watch football for. And I'm sure there was just as many people that was mad about the hit. I don't give a damn about what Twitter's saying, these ESPN reporters and shit. I don't care what the hell they talking about because they're about narratives. I'm talking about your average fans, me, you, average fans. I bet you there was just as many people getting up excited about the hit as there was people getting up pissed about the hit. I guarantee it. It's a football play at the end of the day, and it's amplified by a rivalry. This is a rivalry game. Like, y'all, people, I don't understand how deep that rivalry gets. Deion don't really even understand how deep that rivalry gets. A lot of them guys from Colorado State are from Colorado. they grow up with this rivalry. This is a big deal, you know. And you got the other side talking shit. That's what's gonna come out of it. We don't know the intricacies and how deep that rivalry between Colorado State gets. We have no clue of it. That's not something we can know. You can do all the research you want. You wasn't there. You know, I can do all the research I want. I wasn't there. I don't know how deep that rivalry gets, but I know when they're talking shit leading up to the weekend, both sides was talking shit. It's not just a Colorado thing. Both sides talking shit. There's going to be them type of hits. There's going to be that type of energy in the game. And that's what makes college football. That's what makes rivalry games, is that type of energy, them type of hits. So you can, like, people can say all they want. That's not football, yada, yada, yada. That's football at its core. No matter how much they want to try and change the game, change narratives of football, that right there is football at its core. That's what keeps people, I ain't going to say keeps people, that's what brought a lot of people into the game, especially if you're a certain age group. If you was born, before 2000, really before 98, 97, and you saw the early 2000s NFL, early 2000s college football, that was football. You seeing that every game. That's what we loved about football. ESPN had whole sections and segments about them type of hits. Oh, you got jacked up. They had whole segments for that. You know, that's how football was. And they've got away from that. Good for the safety of the player. I agree with that. That's cool. Rivalry games are different, though. That goes out the window. These guys don't care about that in rivalry games. As you can see what will happen. You know, that's just football, bro. And Deion, I don't even think he's really mad about that, because he played in that era. He understands that's what comes with the game. What needs to happen is one of them boys on Colorado got to get back on Colorado State during the game. You know, that's football. You get back during the game, you shake hands after the game, everybody cool. But in between them, that first and fourth quarter, in between them lines, it's warriors out there. That's the way you got to think as a football player, or you're going to be hurt. You're a warrior out there, you know? So as a warrior, you got to defend yourself at all times. Hunter slipped up a little bit, and he's going to look back at that and like, damn, I could have, maybe defended myself a little better or something. You know, he's going to find some blame within himself on that. But there's also blame on the other side of it was a late hit, and, that's just what it is. But that's what comes with a rivalry game. We don't know the intricacies of that rivalry, but we know what it is going forward. If Deion and Prime and Shador and Hunter and them stick around for next year, that game is going to be going good, going crazy. It was such a good game. Shador, man, he started off real slow, but what a quarterback he is, man. He surprised the hell out of me. I ain't going to lie. His ability to just evade, he's not the quickest, and he's not, I can't even call him quick. I ain't going to lie to you. But he finds a way to evade sacks in the pocket. Once he gets out the pocket, it's free game, bro. He's got a laser for a right arm, and he's putting it on anybody. He's like it's like a computer to him. He going over there with the laser over there, like phew, straight to him, and he's fitting it in between 2-3 defenders. You know, he was doing that all game. You know, Shador, he's up there. I don't know about Deion. Deion said the Heisman at the crib. Caleb Williams didn't play this week. The Heisman at the crib. I know they struggle with a not so highly touted Colorado State team, but Shador led them on a 98-yard drive to win it. That's saying something. 98-yard drive at the end of the game to tie the game up. Not even to win it, to tie the game up. And then, of course, he does his thing in overtime. Shador, man, the Heisman at the crib. I'm going to get the jersey. The Heisman's at the crib. They say the Heisman's at the crib, man. But shout out to Colorado, man. Big win for them. And, it's a rivalry game at the end of the day. Some of them rivalry games, they're different than regular games, man. I think they were 21-point favorites, something along them lines. Can't really say that about rivalry games. What you think is going to happen ain't really going to happen. Tennessee fans can say that. They can say that too. They thought they was going to go down there and handle Florida. I say they. I'm a Tennessee fan too, but it's just hard, man. It's hard. It's really, really hard. I can only take so much heartbreak and despair over a weekend between Arsenal, the Titans. I can't add the Vols to that mix. As you know, I can't be 100% emotionally involved with the Vols, man. I can't do it. Chat says Story is what will win the Heisman. What was good statement for him? Yeah, for sure. That's the Heisman caliber games that they're gonna show at the end at the ceremony when he's got the Heisman. Is they're gonna show that 98-yard drive. They're gonna show them plays. They might show that play against TCU that wasn't a catch. Hell, I'd show that too. But Shedeur, man, he's doing his thing. Y'all let me know in the comments. This is what we talked about on yesterday's show, the X&1 show on the pod yesterday. Y'all think Shedeur is gonna come out of college this year? I'm pretty sure he's eligible to come out this year. If I'm not mistaken, I think he is. But does he come out to the NFL after this year? Or does he stick around because Hunter's not eligible to come out? Hunter's a true sophomore. He can't come out yet. Does he stick around with Prime and Hunter for another year and run it back with Colorado? If they run it back with them three and Deion gets – I'm afraid to see – first off, I'm afraid to see what Colorado does with that transfer portal next year, man. I ain't going to lie to you. I am afraid to see. They're going to be lining up outside the transfer portal. He's probably already got a ton of letters of kids like telling them, hey, you know, I'm ready to go play for you, Prime. I'm ready to play for you, Coach Prime. I'm ready to come to Boulder. You know, all he needs is to get some really good edge talent, you know, whether that's tackles and DNs. He needs good edge talent. He needs another bona fide corner. But even so, he's coaching the corners up himself. The corners already look good. The secondary already look good. He needs more talent on the edge and a bona fide receiver. And he's good. You know, that's what he said. They said him in the telecast. They asked him how much more he needs, because you know everybody knows Colorado's not there yet. It's an unfinished product at the moment. He been there less than a year. They already ranked top 25, top 20 in the nation. He said he needs 6 or 7 more dogs. He can get that. 3 of them got to be guys coming off the edge, blitzing rushing the quarterback. You need another dog in the secondary, and you need some dogs at receiver. And you get that out of them 6. Hey, the natty might be at the crib. I ain't gonna lie. I'm all in on Prime. I'm finna get the hoodie. I'm finna get the shades. I'm finna get the Shedeur Sanders jersey. I'm all in on Prime. We riding with Prime. I might take a trip to Boulder. Hey, man, I'm riding with Prime. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Shedeur Sanders, y'all think he'll stick around? Do y'all think he'll stick around with Hunter? Think they'll run it back next year when we get there? I know we ain't got there yet, but it's something to think about going forward with Shedeur. I'm pretty sure he's eligible to go to the draft, but we'll see if he does that. But they'll be monsters next year if Deion is able to get that transfer portal jumping like I think he will. And, you know, just the recruiting wise, he's going to do his thing. He'll do his thing regardless. What else we got? I really don't want to talk about Tennessee, man. That was a tough loss. Alabama, they struggled against South Florida. Alabama's looking rough. Tennessee looked rough yesterday too. The SEC, I ain't going to say it's down, but it ain't up. It ain't up right now. What else do we got? I think that's it. Going forward, X&1 show, that'll be released on Tuesday, 7 o'clock a.m. Should be 7 o'clock a.m. X&1 show will be out. Fan Sites was outside yesterday, the stadium, after the game for Fan Sites. Make sure y'all check out the Fan Sites on TFTV Sports YouTube. We had really good interviews after the game. Shout out to Tyree, man. Tighten up. Make sure y'all check out those Fan Sites on YouTube. Very good interviews. We had Chargers fans and Titans pulling up. It was really organic. It was really just a really good atmosphere around the interviews. People was volunteering to come up to interview. People showing a lot of passion after the game. It was a really tough and cardiac attack game that we've had. And a lot of that emotion was showed in the Fan Sites. So make sure y'all check out the Fan Sites on the TFTV Sports YouTube. Make sure y'all follow us on all socials at TFTV Sports. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at TFTV.sports. And follow the X&1 show on YouTube and all socials at X&1 show. That podcast is coming out on Tuesday. Episode 9 will be out Tuesday at 7 a.m. Central Time. So make sure y'all check that out. Appreciate everybody that joined today for the Sports Section Morning Show. We'll be back Friday, same time, 7 a.m. We'll do a preview of the Cleveland Browns versus Titans game and some of the other games of that weekend. Appreciate y'all, man.